To me, this is such a big deal, you know, to not be in hospital, to not have self-harm, to not have had flashbacks, or not have had, like, not let it control me in any way. I did what I want on that day. I didn't say I didn't deserve anything. I do deserve things. I can be in control. Like, I am happy, so why am I going to let this one thing that has stole like 7 years of my life, why am I going to let it steal anymore when I am confident enough to say, fuck you. Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. If you don't know who I am, then hello, my name is Marie. I make mental health videos and I don't really know what else I make. So today I'm doing a mental health Q&A. Like, we have not done one of these in a long time, my friends. Like, how exciting. I don't know, I'm in a really good mood today. I just feel so excited because something's happening this week. I'm seeing Dylan later. I've just had a really good, like, few days, and I would say actually what I do promote on my YouTube channel is recovery, and I know that that's a bit like of a blurred line, like where does recovery come in to your life and where does it not, but like for me to be happy, you know, like excited, it feels good. Like, it feels good to just be naturally like smiling. Excuse me, can you get back in your bed please? Mister? Sir? In your bed. In your bed. Do not wag that tail at me. Get in your bed. Good boy. So yeah, that's kind of what this channel is now. It's my recovery. Bearing in mind you have seen my crisis. Sis. Plural. Because yeah, I did go for a bit of a crisis online, didn't I? Left it there as well. But whilst I'm doing this, how are you guys? Please let me know. I have had the most incredible feedback on my last video. I can, girls, gays and theys, you really came through. Like, the comment section made me well up. It made me so fucking proud. I think that's why I'm happy today. I'm happy to film. Like, part of me is really nervous because I just feel so out of sync with it, but I want to love it because I do love it. I love it all. And I know that a lot of you guys are so brilliant and patient and everything with me, and I just want to say thank you because it means a lot. But on my last video, wow, you guys came through and I absolutely loved going through the comments and like reading these stories, reading your lives and how much you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable in front of me and like, and everybody else and people. Oh my god, it's when someone comments something and I'm like, oh, that breaks my heart, and someone else comments like, you've got this, like, have a great day. I'm like, my little fam, we're the best. We're the best. We look after each other, okay? Yeah, no, I'm so grateful, so thank you so much. Guys, I feel emotional. Like, I can tell that we haven't done this. Like, it's been too long. These are, like, first of all, there is loads. Secondly, like, it's still going, mate. It's still going. But, like, oh, I'm so sorry that I haven't done this in a while because I feel like seeing that is really, I don't know, just like, Marie, fix up, because I think a lot of you have had these questions and maybe not had an outlet, and I still want to be an outlet for people. I still want to help people, so thank you to everyone who's asked a question. I might actually make this into a little two-parter just because there are so many good questions, and you know, I don't want to just ignore them or just answer them on my Instagram because not everyone on here follows me on Instagram, you know what I mean? So there were many trauma related questions. Ow! Calm down! Look at him. as I was saying, sorry, a lot of the questions were about trauma, and I'm not surprised because of obviously my last video, which was about me starting trauma therapy. So instead of just answering the questions, I'm going to just give you like a brief understanding, and also like not a boundary, but I don't want like I never spoke about this online, put it that way. Never, always denied it, you know. People are like, well, you can't have just been sick without having something bad happen to you, and I was like, bitch, yeah, you're right, but I'm gonna just pretend that you're not. The question was about trauma dates, and October, if you haven't known already, ain't my prettiest month of the year, I'm not gonna lie. It is a very difficult time for me, and I hate saying shit like that. Like, I hate being like, oh yeah, this is really difficult for me, but this is just a trigger, you know. And as you guys know, I don't get triggered very often, so when I do get triggered, you know, it blows up and it's an absolute magnitude of shit. I just don't want you guys to be left with like these questions, but also at the same time, like, I still want to keep things private, and I know you guys understand that. Like, I don't even have to explain myself at all. So what I'm going to talk about is more the therapy. So yeah, I have been on the waiting list for 2 years. So when I was 20, I remember this therapy was, you know, available where I live. I was referred to, it is a specialist like trauma service, and yeah, it's incredible, to be honest. You get 26 sessions. Like, that is unheard of. Like, if you guys know, like, waiting lists and all of that, to have a service literally give 26 sessions. And when I'm on about this, this is free. This is free. These sessions I don't pay for. I don't pay for the therapy. Like, I've never had private therapy because, like, I can't afford it. And I don't think talking about trauma for me is the important part. It's the recovery from trauma for me. I want to promote, and not promote, but I'm happy to talk about, because my life, you know, 7 years, and ever since I have just been absolutely controlled by trauma, and it's very hard to kind of admit that you're like you've like almost sold your soul to fucking trauma. Like, I'm the one hurting and I shouldn't be, when the person who hurt me literally doesn't give a shit. Oh! Doesn't that make you want to stab something? People always say to me like, oh, I could never kill someone. I'm like, I could fucking, maybe I shouldn't say this or not. Right, so 26 sessions, so I should be having it until around about the new year, which will be fantastic for me. So I loved the feedback that I got on my past video, because I really didn't think my past video was good at all. I really didn't want to upload it because I was like, this really is shit. But it went down brilliantly, and that has made me so happy. Not because of like views, not because of like that, it's because of like the connection that I feel and how empathetic you guys are to me, towards me opening up, you know. And like, I was in that video, it wasn't a planned video. I kind of just picked up the camera and was like, hey. And I really don't regret it, because at times I've regretted uploading things when I come across very vulnerable. Not because of the vulnerability, would you believe, more because of the knowing, people knowing that I am, you know, I don't know how to explain it. I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to talk about recovery. I want to talk about trauma recovery. Like, I need to, you know, I think I'm ready. So I know this is not a smiling situation. I'm trying to smile more now. Like, even if I'm uncomfortable, I just think, come on, not in a give us a smile way. It's more in a, you know, you feel better when you're smiling. Even if it's half smile, DBT, you know, I use half smile all the time because I have such a resting bitch face. I'm like, horrible. So I'm like, if I half smile, then I'm like. Why has no one told me that I look the fucking same? I actually look exactly the same. I thought, half smile, pretty girl. No, bitch, you still look like a bitch. So, even if I half smile, I look like a bitch. Oh, well, I don't care. Bitches be moving. Bit nicer. Sadly not. Yeah, so, okay, moving on from that. Someone asked me, how do you cope with trauma dates? And like I said before, this is the first year that a certain date has come and gone and I didn't, like, what would it be? Like, it's not that well, first of all, I didn't hurt myself in any way, but I also didn't let it ruin my day. And that sounds so feeble, it sounds so pathetic, because to me that sounds so, I don't know, like, to me this is such a big deal, you know, to not be in hospital, to not have self-harm, to not have had flashbacks, or not have had, like, not let it control me in any way. I did what I want on that day. I didn't say I didn't deserve anything. I do deserve things. I can be in control. Like, I am happy, so why am I going to let this one thing that has stole like 7 years of my life, why am I going to let it steal anymore when I am confident enough to say fuck you? Do you know what I mean? It's not like it's easy at all, and you guys know that. I'm not saying that it's easy. Instead, I am saying, you know, how do you cope with trauma dates? You cope with them, everyone copes with them differently. But the one thing you have is mindset, baby. And I'm not saying that you cope with trauma through mindset, like, I fucking wish, you know? But you can deal with the repercussions of trauma through your mindset. It's not going to heal you, but it might keep you safe. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to patronise anybody who's been through a traumatic experience and saying that, oh, you just have to be happy, smile, half smile. Oh, bullshit. Like, I fucking hate it when people do that, because it's just so, like, shut up, you don't understand. Like, and it's okay to not understand, but don't be like proclaiming all of these bullshit things that you just think are gonna help when they don't, because trauma is shit and fucking hard, like fucking hard. To be controlled by a traumatic event, multiple traumatic events, you know, people's actual full lives of experiencing trauma, it changes you as a person, like it really does. And I think, and yes, I do think that on one hand, me talking about it a bit more, is for me. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I have been open online, and it's not that I have to necessarily talk about it, it's for me to take control of it. I, you know, didn't do certain things which made me feel very trapped and controlled. However, to talk openly online and say, look, we can work on this, you know? It's not even like I'm stuck for words. I'm stuck for words because I don't want to upset anybody. Basically, my last 7 Octobers, have been pretty shit. Been in hospital for everyone. And I'm like, hospital. So, do you know what I mean? Like, that to me is incredible. That's it, you know. You let others in. How as difficult as that is, as absolutely mind-numbingly painful, if you let people in, they can help. And that's what I would say mostly about trauma dates, is you just need support. You need to be with someone. You need to know you have people. You need to know that you're important and, you know, a person, a fucking person. You're not staying as the person who was abused. You are you, okay? And you've been abused, you've been awful, like people have been shit to you, but at the same time, they might not be in the picture right now. And I'm not saying get over it. I'm just saying fucking stamp on their heads. Rip them to pieces, you know? That's what I do. In my head, I literally am like, I've seen that TikTok like yeah, no, that's me. And I'm not a violent person, but when it comes to shit like this, I'm like, I scream, you know? I go in the car, I fucking scream, I fucking cry, I fucking don't give a shit how I'm being portrayed, you know? I'm just getting it out, because if I don't get it out, then I feel like I have to take it out on myself. And that's when the self-harm comes in for me. Why is there a van waiting? I'm so sorry, I've literally gone on such a tangent with this. I do believe strongly that trauma changes you, and sometimes, I'm going to say this now, and this is going to be a bit of a, I don't know if some people are going to like this, but, you know, trauma never changed me for the best. I'm not saying that. What doesn't kill you doesn't make you stronger. I'm sorry, but that was these bullshit things, okay? But the recognition of the fact that you are, yeah? Think about that. That's all I think about now. I go, you are, and then what? What am I? You know? You are, I hate these words, like warrior, survivor. However, fucking say it. The reason I hate it is because I feel like it belittles the situation. Being called a warrior, a survivor of, you know, trauma is like, to me anyway, just feels so fickle and lame. Lame. Why the fuck did I just say lame? But I feel like when you're going through shit like this, it's not it's the recognition of something that is so large, because in your head that's all you think about, that's all you can be controlled, that's all your emotions are, you know, dictated by. So just think, you are, yeah? And that's what I think. I go, you are, and then I go, what the fuck do I want to be? Fucking strong, fucking fit, you know, fucking thick, you know, but you know, like, I literally on that day I was like, you are, and then I just thought, right, fuck it, let's be nice to myself for once. 2 minutes, you say, you are, and then say everything you want to be, because that's what you need to cling on to, is yourself, and not your like confidence, self-esteem, that it's your inner self, the fact that you are here, like you are still present, that is still there, yeah? But stop letting that be in here when you can just push it a bit. And I'm not saying that's easy, I'm saying you just instead if you can't even push it, you go behind it, because behind it is still you. You need to hold on to that. I'm getting so deep, but it's really important, I think, to understand how trauma, you know, is, you know. I think some people just don't understand, and that's okay, because I wouldn't. What am I doing? I'm doing the wrong thing. I wouldn't have understood how, like, the depths of it until I've been through it. So I don't expect people who haven't been through it to understand it, but I just want them to respect my views on it. You know, if I say it's a big deal, it's a fucking big deal, alright? If I say, you know, can we stop talking about it, we stop talking about it. If I say, I am in control of this now, yeah? This is, I hate saying this as well, it's not my trauma, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna let anybody else dictate how I control it, because I have it, you know? And it's horrible, it's a fucking heavy bag to carry. It's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be there, but I just want you to know, what the fuck, that is so gross. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, that is disgusting. Oh, it's string. I thought it was hair. I was like, eh. But yeah. I'm sorry this has gone on such a tangent. I think a lot of people, you know, who I've met have been through trauma, and like I say, it does not, and trauma is, you know, so different for everyone. You can go through the same thing, like for example, like you could have a car crash with your sister or brother and they could like not be traumatized by it, like to a certain extent, and you could be like absolutely like hollow and traumatized by it, but because it's just, you know, each person and how they deal with it. Sorry that was so heavy. Let's put a song on, shall we? Oh my god, this song reminds me of my dad's road. Oh my god. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. Don't you? Don't you? What is this? I'm sorry, what is that? Darling, let's start with the music. Oh, that's cheered me up a bit, that's fine. No, yeah, so I think this video is going to be, you know, about trauma. I'm just going to look to see if there's any more questions about trauma, just, you know, might as well do them all. Okay, so one of them was saying, did hospital cause you trauma? And I would say, like, this is what I mean about the, you know, the car crash, like you could be traumatized when someone else isn't, and vice versa. So yeah, for me personally, hospital was an absolutely traumatic experience. The only time I've ever had, you know, and this isn't me slagging off the NHS, this is just me in like, at 17 being admitted to an adult psychiatric ward was, I mean, very eye-opening, but difficult, really difficult, and to the point where I didn't want to ever, like, thank God, I didn't want to ever go back, but it scared the absolute shit out of me every single day. Like, I hated that place. And when I say I fucking hated it, like, I didn't feel, like, obviously I was ill, so there were times when I didn't feel so good, and it's so difficult, like, excuse me, stop it. It's so difficult because how do you get better when you're trapped? And I am not one for being trapped. I don't like it. I like to have my own space. I like to know where I am with people, and to be watched or, oh, very, very traumatic. And like I said, this isn't the NHS, this isn't the staff, this is just, you know, the circumstance that I was in. Most people probably don't find that as traumatizing, but I do. You know, like, it makes me feel sick. Even the smell, the food, sorry. I hate it. I hate anything that is like clinical. That's why I love my therapy now, actually. How interesting. So my therapy now is like, when you walk in, it's like a living room. Like there's like plants and like it's not like a fucking, I don't know, there's like little trinkets everywhere, like tea and coffee, like soft chairs. It's done so well, and I think, oh my god, like these people have actually, like, this is what I mean, these people have really thought about what they're gonna do and why they're gonna do that. Like the littlest thing of when you come in to therapy, you're not feeling like everything's clinical or like that, you know, it's a like a hospital environment, because it's not at all. And I really like that, because just any reminder of hospital to me is, I just don't work well with it. I just really don't work well with it. So I'm coming to the end of my makeup now. So these are fucking awful, but I'm not gonna say like I hope you enjoyed, but I hope you found some maybe comfort or you know, just basic understanding that trauma, let's fucking talk about it. I've never talked about it online, like I literally have never done this, and I'm not saying this is like spectacular or anything, but for me, like, but I trust you guys, you're my best friends, aren't you? I hope you got something from it. Please like, comment and subscribe, please, because I do want to hit 100,000 at some point in my life, please. Yeah, I would, if anything, if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine, but comment your thoughts. If you disagree with me, please just be respectful. I am so down for constructive criticism, but I'm not down for being, you know, like someone being an asshole. So that's, but oh fuck, it's a proper unit now here. But bye from me and Scruff. This is Albie, by the way, if you're new to the channel. He's my little baby. He's my little baby. He said hello. He's like, you fucking bitch, fuck off. Back off. Okay. Sorry, I disturbed you. But yeah, stay safe and I'll see you soon.